Okay, so everyone's got their test set. Don't need that one. A different one. Okay, make sure to grab a calculator if you need one. If you need a pencil, don't be afraid to ask. I got plenty. Okay, vocab terms. That first question, right? You got to pick the word that best fits. There's 17 words, 17 blanks. Sorry. Just make sure you're picking the right one. I have little hints over here on the board about the theorems themselves. Definitely use that. That will help you to figure out your theorems. It doesn't tell you exactly what it is, but it tells you what they're talking about, so that should help you. Question number 1 at the bottom, it's technically number 2, but it's the one at the very bottom of this first page. You have to use the interior angles. You should know what they add up to be in that picture. If you don't, the formula's on the board, you should use it. You have to find x. Once you have x on that problem, you have to plug it back in. I was warning you of that, like on that bottom question, you have to plug the x back in, and you have to tell me explicitly what each angle is. Now I know that on that picture, 2 of the angles are pretty much given to you. You need to actually still write what each angle is. So you have to demonstrate that you actually know what that symbol means, okay?
Right.
So make sure you're actually writing like angle A means this, angle B means this, angle C means this, okay? All, every single one, okay? And show the work when you're finding x. Number 2, you have to find x on that one. You do not have to plug it back in. You just have to find x. You should know those are exterior angles. You should know what they add up to be on that question. I'm on the top of page 2 if you're not following with me. Number 3, on that second page, you have to find A and B. If you're still following with me on that second page, right? You have to find A and B. You have to find Y and Z on number 4. Pretty easy. I have little arrows to help you out to figure out like which part is which, so it should be pretty obvious to see. 5 and 6, you have to find X and Y. They should be easy. Don't overthink those problems. They are supposed to be simple, quick calculations on all that page. Maybe number 2 at the top will take you the longest. Okay? If you turn to the third page, the final page, number 7, you have to find X. You do have to plug it back in because you have to find ZX. You have to find the length of that stick. Okay, so make sure you're plugging the X back in. 8, you have to find X, and then you have to plug it back in because I want the angle, I think it's DAB. Number 9, you have to find QR. That is a mid-segment, so on that picture there is a mid-segment there, so that should help you find QR. There's an easy way to do it. That one you might not have to show any work. It should be just kind of a quick calculation. They give you VS and they give you UT, but you have to find QR, okay? QR is one of the biggest. Maybe I should put it that way. 10, you're finding the angle on that picture. Okay. I think the rule, one of the instructions I told you yesterday, you need to read the instructions on every problem to know what type of shape you're looking at. Because the type of shape can actually tell you what properties you can use. Because remember, some shapes, diagonals are equal, some shapes they're not. Sometimes they bisect each other, sometimes they're perpendicular, sometimes opposite walls are equal, sometimes they're not. It depends on the type of shape you have. Take your time, let's wrap it up today, try to finish it. The only person that really has an excuse not to finish it is Adam here, since he wasn't here yesterday. But try to wrap it up. If you get finished, done, completed, double check your work, go through it one more time with your calculator. I'm going to walk around and check your calculator to make sure it's in the right mode. In case you get crafty and you do a problem of a way that I was not predicting you to do it, I want to make sure your calculator's in the right mode. I don't know if you'll necessarily need to have that, but some of these are pretty easy. But take your time if you have questions. You can attempt to ask. Yeah.
Question. So this equals,
What? Those are angles, those are walls. Good question. Yep. Yep. That's the easy way. Yep. No, you don't want to. Nope. We'll just kind of exit that. Yep, if you get finished, complete, done, whatever you need, turn it back, turn it in. Look at it right over the weekend. And make sure you put done at the top if you're actually finished.
Show BCD from DAB.
Yeah.